good evening. My name is Gary P. Thompson II, and welcome to Masters of the Craft. In the past few years, we've seen the dramatic rise in the popularity of zombie films, with releases such as Resident Evil, 28 Days Later, and the Dawn of the Dead remake. The public seems intoxicated by dark dreams of the dead. Recently, a major soft drink manufacturer has begun bottling its product in a plastic human femur. The undead craze built to a fervor and climaxed in the year of our Lord, 2006. The name of that climax? Late Afternoon of the Living Dead. It has been said that the film portends a new golden age in filmmaking. Martin Scorsese has said of the film, "Late Afternoon of the Living Dead is so awesome. It just kicks so much ass." I couldn't have said it better myself. Tonight, I have with me two of the masterminds behind this masterpiece, this cash cow juggernaut. I have writer-director extraordinaire Jason Huls, and actor, sound designer, sex symbol, Paul Brooks. I see cinematographer Andy Moore couldn't be with us here tonight. Apparently he had something better to do. No matter. Gentlemen, I find myself humbled and more than a little aroused at your presence. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Gary.
I'd like to get down to business, so that we can get down to the business of getting down. Now, Jay. May I call you Jay?
Yeah.
You wrote and directed this film, which is a sequel to Afternoon of the Living Dead. Now, how did Chris Hudson prepare for this role? He wrote and directed Afternoon of the Living Dead. Was it hard for him to return to this part?
Yeah, Chris acted really pretty strange through most of pre-production and production, you know.
Casting was a little bit of an issue, wasn't it?
Huge issue.
Tell us about that.
Well, Gail Murren did most of the casting. And the problem with that is that he would go out to a bar and get drunk, and then he'd only recruit hot girls to be extras for the zombies. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had like a healthy supply of hot girl zombies. But I didn't want this to turn into Sorority of the Living Dead, you know?
Actually, it's not a bad idea. Gary, can I borrow that pen real quick? Good idea.
We may just have experienced the beginning of something very special. Jay, Paul. 2 words, 1 name. Ron Rotundo.
Oh, son of a...
I knew this was going to come up.
Gentlemen, it's my job to probe you, and to probe you hard. Now, this was probably the biggest stumbling block of the whole production. Now, how did this problem with Ron start?
Well, it started back in pre-production, actually, in June.
Yeah, there was... Pretty much after everyone had already been cast, this third party came to me and they wanted to make a bunch of changes, and it didn't go very well.
Late Afternoon of the Living Dead, Scene 3, Take 5.
And action! Action! Does she know I'm... Is she back there? She's back there, right? Oh, what is this? Hey, get him out of here.
Jay, how's my part coming along,
Hey,
bud?
great, buddy. Get this guy out. Your part is right out there. This is not your film. You're not supposed to be in this.
And this is my film! This is my film! Wait till Peter comes back! We're out! And this is... Jay, back in my part!
Can you give me a number? I'll make sure he gets it.
Really? Are you sure? Okay, alright.
Jay, why didn't you want Ron Rotundo in this movie?
Among the many, many reasons, I didn't want this film to be taken over by celebrity names. You know, I didn't want this to just be another Ron Rotundo movie. You know, I wanted to bring people into a visceral world. You know, And I was afraid that if Ron was in this thing, the audience wouldn't be able to separate it. You know, they just see Ron. They wouldn't see the character he was trying to portray, you know?
It probably didn't help that his character's name was Ron.
Yeah, well, in the end, we had to compromise.
Well, whose fault was that?
I'd rather not talk about it.
I think we have some footage of that, don't we?
I don't think so.
Actually, we do.
I thought I had that burned.
Oh, no. Let's get him out of here.
No, hey, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
No, Andy.
Why don't you tell him, Jay?
What? He's in. He's in the movie.
What?
He's in the movie now.
Yeah, I got a part. I told you I was going to get a part.
Yeah, just go run lines in your trailer, okay? Just.
Yeah, well, guys, this is going to be exciting. This is great. This is awesome. Hey, where's my trailer, Jay? Hey, you, in the blue. In the blue. Can you hold this for me?
You know that thing that happened in Vegas with that girl?
Yeah?
That guy Vito found out about it. Now they're kind of making me crazy.
You're flipping kidding me. So, you're replacing Eric Braun. The Eric Braun.
I don't really have a choice. I mean, he's still in the movie. He's going to be in the movie.
That's what?
Zombie. Body that gets chewed on, you know?
We waste Eric Braun on a zombie part. For that?
Dude, the guy that was going to take care of the girl didn't come... Oh, no. Hey, cut that.
Hey, bring that camera over here. Hey, Jay, this is for you. I want you to know you're making a huge mistake. First you give my part to Ron, and then you turn me into some f***ing body being chewed on in the background? Well, I got news for you. You ain't getting anywhere near that Blood Gnome 2 script. Oh, and you know what else? Get back over here. WrestleMania 20, that's mine. F*** out of here.
Jay, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just... Eric Ron. Jerk.
So, Ron finally made it into the production. But the troubles didn't end up there, did they?
No.
No! Would it be safe to say that Chris and Ron bumped heads during the production?
To say that they bumped heads is a gross, disgusting understatement.
Late Afternoon of the Living Dead, scene 9, take 29.
Now, action.
Yeah, I can feel that you cut. I can feel you have such a bad feeling.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
This is pathetic. Are you kidding me? Bad feeling for what? Does he look like he has a bad feeling? Dude, you are an unemotional, non-sexual zombie from outer space.
What are you talking
I
about?
thought you got cast as the main character. Why don't we just slap some makeup on you instead and play the part you're supposed to play? Zombie.
Guys. Let's just calm down. We'll do it again. We've only been
This
doing
is
it for
Jay.
an
This is
hour.
the deepest part of the whole movie. And he gives the actors or nobody anything to play off. No sense of foreboding whatsoever.
Hey, Ron.
Good question for you.
You know
What?
You know what the word foreboding means? Do you have any idea?
Yeah?
Forebode this!
Come here! Oh, yeah!
Hey, back off! We'll do it again. It's fine.
Come on.
What again?
We'll just do it again. We'll work with him. You gotta work with him, all right?
Jay, this is, you know what, Jay? If this is how it's gonna be, I don't need any part of your little Tinkerbell shit can stuff.
Whoa. What?
I don't need to be a part of any of this little Tinkerbell shit can stuff if this is how it's gonna be, you know?
What did you say?
You heard what I said. I don't need to say it
Tinkerbell
again.
shit can?
Yeah, Mr. Director Writer. Come here, come on, Jay. Jay, say hi to Vito for me again.
Travis James, can we have a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Travis, what's it like to work on the set of such a surefire hit featuring actors such as Ron Rotundo?
Well, it's pretty good, I guess, but there's one thing I don't get, though. I've been working on this movie for almost 3 weeks now, and I haven't seen any naked girls yet.
There aren't actually any in the script.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
Isn't this a porno?
No.
That's what I signed on for. But Gail said... Gail lied, didn't he? That's it, I quit. It's bad intel.
It's hot. It's really hot.
Sam,
Huh.
can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Ron Rotundo finally landing a role in this movie?
Ron Rotundo? They're just an ass. Honestly, it's fucking. He just comes up in this place fucking like thinking he owns it. Yesterday he came 4 hours late to a shot. 4 goddamn hours late. And you know what? It slides. And I think it's fucking shit. You know, Jay lets it slide just because he's good looking. I mean, I'm good looking fucking dick. I just shit. He's just an honestly, in some, I think it's crap. Can I say crap on TV?
Ron, have you encountered any problems during this shoot?
More than I imagined.
Can you tell us about it?
The lighting technicians have no idea how to light the best side of my face correctly. My assistant sleeps until 5:30 a.m. when I'm at my breakfast. Chris's lines are delivered horribly. My hairdresser has no clue as to the contours of my scalp. The accommodations at...
Long story long, Ron was no cream up the pipe. No beads in the...
Feliz Navidad, Gary.
Andy Moore! So wonderful to see you. Here, have a seat. Have a seat.
Well, Gary, it's great to see you. But, can't say that I'm all that happy about not getting the memo about the studio change.
I thought you...
I thought I sent that out. You didn't get the
memo?
No, I did not get the memo. But, anyway, Gary, what were we talking about?
Ron Rotundo, but now that torrid segment is in the past, and... Oh, yes, splendid. Now that you're here, we can discuss the production of that technical behemoth that was Late Afternoon.
Gary, it was a technical behemoth. By far the largest shoot I've ever taken part in. Gary, we had people working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on props and effects, and, every car, every piece of garbage, and every crack in the wall was made specifically for this film. We created entire city blocks for just B-roll.
Jason Huls, what was the most odious part of making this film?
Oh. That's an easy one. Definitely helping Chris prepare for the scene where he's laying there unconscious on the ground and the group finds him for the first time and they see the scars on his chest. It's disgusting.
He's a grown man. I think he can take care of this himself if his wife's not going to do it. He's doing this to get power over me like everybody else on this set.
You can only blame yourself, man. You've given him everything else he wants.
Don't turn on me more.
By myself with my own eyes. Milk and cheese would love me now. Oh, there you are. Just in time. Gonna come in here and have a tall, stiff drink.
Enjoy. I hope you're happy.
I'm happy.
This is disgusting. Why do I have to do this?
You want this movie? You want it done? You need the star. You will do this. Teabag.
Oh,
why don't you pour me another? Ooh, like a baby's bottom. Come on, where's my drink?
There you go. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not directing the next one.
That's what you think. You want some continuity with established mythology? Woo! Why don't you squeeze that a little, Jay?
Never
You're
say
shaving
that
around
again.
it. You squeeze that. Woo!
In fact, never talk again.
Hey. Hope that was as good for you as it was for me. Hey!
I hope you're happy.
Where are you going? You ain't done yet. Downstairs needs a sweeping.
Yes, insanity did seem to plague the cast of LAOTLD. Now, Paul Brooks, we're going to be delving into some sensitive issues here, and I want to make sure that you're completely comfortable.
It's fine, Gary. I have gotten to the point where I am comfortable talking about this, and I'm not ashamed of what happened.
You played the part of Bob.
Yes.
but you were also responsible for post-production sound, Foley artist, and a myriad of other roles.
Well, we all wore several hats for this film.
Perhaps one hat too many. You were committed for a time.
Yes, and we're not talking about dedicated. It seems like just yesterday, but it was so long ago. We were on one of our marathon 35-hour shoots, and we only had a few hours to rest before we had to go back and do it all over again. I don't know, Gary. I just snapped.
But like he's like checking buildings and stuff. It's like, why would you...
What is wrong with you people? Answer me!
What are you talking about?
Who mixed in the goddamn M&Ms with the Skittles? What kind of bastard ass fuck would do that? Huh?
Is he serious?
I don't...
Do you know what it's like to get a fucking mouthful of fruit and chocolate? It's fucking ridiculous!
Paul!
I'm a professional. I asked for a little bit of comfort. All I asked for is to just have some fucking chocolate. Oh!
Thank you, Ashley.
What do you think of what just happened?
I don't know. I just had to beat that boy's ass. He's got problems.
Yeah, I'd have done it too.
Well, what do you think's wrong with him?
I don't care. Next time he messes up again, I'm gonna put him in check.
Ashley, we're gonna kick you.
Oh, shut up!
You hooker.
Are you serious? Bring it then. Fucking bring it.
What? You want
What,
something?
Paul? Yeah, what?
You want? Oh, Jesus!
You think Paul's gonna be all right today?
Yeah, he just needs to sleep.
He's acting like a daggum pansy yesterday.
Paul? Hey, Paul! Leave me alone! Why won't you people just leave me alone?
Did we get all the shots? Paul's shots as Bob? Did we?
Yeah, we just need him for sound today.
Freaking Paul, we'll see you later, dude.
Hi, Paul! Hey!
Paul, how are you feeling?
I feel much better now.
What happened to you?
I don't know. I just couldn't take it anymore. The stress. It's a nightmare to get sound.
What do you plan on doing next? Will you be returning to the film,
Buddy,
or
Stop that humming.
what will you do next?
I just want to go home, see my family. My mind is clear and my heart is full of love. It's a Paul Brooks planet.
Paul, you sit before me, so strong, yet so fragile.
Gary, you all right, man?
I'm fine. It's just hold on. Oh, the show must go on.
Gary, I'm fine now, really. I'm okay.
Poor Paul. I understand the special effects man was interviewed.
Not really, no.
No.
Let's take a look.
What was the most challenging special effect?
That would actually be the director. A lot of people were accusing the director of looking for a lot of female zombies. I don't know if he had some turn-on female zombies or anything like that, but the big deal with it was that we couldn't find that many females to play zombies. So a lot of the zombies are only, we'll call them B-males. So that was it, making male people look like female zombies.
So the zombies are actually male?
Yes, all of them.
Any problems with the zombie effects?
Early on, we were trying to do very realistic effects with zombies coming up out of the ground, and we did lose a few extras that way.
What do you mean lose a few?
I'm still under contract.
In Spanish, it is called Tarde del Vivir Muerto. tell us how the film is doing internationally. Jason Huls.
Late Afternoon is pretty much smashed every international box office record there is. It came out in the United States first, and immediately, we had people flying in from Germany to see it. In Spain, they're comparing ticket sales to soccer riots.
Simply stunning. All those within earshot, hear me now. These are privileged days in which we live. Yes, there were many bumps along the way on Late Afternoon Boulevard, but they say that nothing good comes easy. Every journey begins with a single step. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. Size does matter. Sometimes, when you're taking dancing lessons, all you learn are the steps, just more and more steps, until someday you realize, hey, I'm dancing. Well, we have seen you take your steps, and you are dancing beautifully.
Gary, you gonna make it, man?
Okay, Gary.
Jay, will there be any more sequels?
Well, I'm happy to announce, for the first time, right here, that yes, there will be at least one more sequel. It'll be called Tomorrow Afternoon of the Living Dead.
And beyond that?
Well, we are thinking about doing one more beyond that. It'll be called The Day After Tomorrow Afternoon of the Living Dead.
Or TDATAOTLD.
Yeah, but we'll have to see how that goes.
Well, gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for being with us here tonight.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
You've touched millions in a way that very few artists ever can, and I, for one, leave the experience feeling humbled, schooled, and somewhat damp. I wish you continued success and much material wealth. And remember, finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities have crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Ralph Waldo Emerson. For Andrew Moore, Paul Brooks, Jason Huls, and everyone here at Masters of the Craft, good night. Gentlemen, it's my job to probe you, and to probe you hard. God.